are watching the afternoon dispatch. Ladies and gentlemen, our top dispatch this afternoon continues to come from Ayodhya, where the probe in the Ram Mandir donation theft has thrown up yet another stunning detail. Reports now saying that a 40% commission was allegedly received in the handling of donations. Sources further indicate that there is no clean sheet at this stage for anyone, including people in the trust. This as the special investigation team continues its scrutiny into the matter. In its preliminary findings, the SIT is reported to have flagged serious lapses in management, pointing to a gross failure in administration and monitoring systems. The report, as per sources, does not give anyone a clean sheet. Names of key official bearers, including Champat Rai, Anil Mishra and Gopal Rao, are set to be under the scanner as part of the ongoing investigations. Now, the donation theft probe has reached the Ram Mandir's top leadership. Sources say Trust General Secretary Champat Rai, now ex because he's put in his papers, was questioned for nearly 3 hours, with investigators focusing on administrative decisions, management of offerings, staff appointments and accountability. Sources also say his statement will be cross-verified with witness testimonies and documentary evidence. Now, during questioning, Champat Rai denied any role in the alleged theft, saying he acted promptly by ensuring that the accused were caught and an FIR was registered. Ladies and gentlemen, the FIR was not registered on the day when the theft was caught. That chronology has now told us. He, however, acknowledged that preventing such irregularities was ultimately his responsibility and he failed in it. On the hiring of Tinu Yadav, he said the individual had been associated with the trust for a very long time and that appointments were made collectively, also naming Anil Mishra and Gopal Rao as part of the process. Tinu, one of the main accused, was the ex-driver of Champat Rai. They're also claiming that Champat Rai was unable to answer several questions and may be called in once again for questioning. Meanwhile, accused Avinash Shukla, from whom money has been recovered to the tune of 80 lakhs, will also now be grilled in jail. Now, the investigation has also turned to the Trust SBI agreement that governed the handling of the Ram Temple donations. Sources say the SIT has found indications that several provisions of the February 2025 MOU were not followed consistently. The agreement mandated the joint presence of Trust and SBI officials while opening donation boxes and during cash counting. It also prescribed a dress code, monthly rotation of bank officials and random frisking of staff entering and exiting the counting room. The MOU further had required separate records for each donation box, sequential counting of donations and the proper maintenance of daily reports, deposit slips and verification registers. It is being examined whether these lapses in implementing these safeguards that the Trust and the SBI had come up with may have contributed to the alleged theft. It obviously did. Let me go straight across to Adib and Mohit, who are joining us on the broadcast. Adib, first things first, I'm coming to you with the question of this 40% cut. Who got this 40% cut? I mean, the information is that 40% commission was made on the donations. Who got this 40% commission?
Well, Shreyasi, as per sources, Anil Mishra, who is one of the trust members, he received 40% of the commission of the embezzlement that took place in the Ram Temple donation theft case. It is being said that he was involved in this particular. Now, it will be interesting to see whether he is being named in the SIT or the criminal investigation by the Ayodhya police. But as of now, the sources claim that Anil Mishra received at least around 40% of the commission from the embezzlement that took place in the temple funds case.
Okay, so can I ask you where this 40% charge has been made? Has it been made in the SIT's preliminary report?
We'll see the SIT and the Ayodhya police, both they are conducting two different investigations. The Ayodhya police, they are conducting the criminal investigation, while the SIT has conducting their investigation. But what we are learning from both the sources is that they have received, the SIT and Ayodhya police have received inputs about this particular information that yes, there was some 40% of commission that was given to the trust members.
Okay, we leave it there for the moment. Adeep, thank you very much for joining us. Meanwhile, there's a political controversy that is erupting after a sharp remark from AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi. He is claiming that if a Muslim were part of the Ram Mandir Trust, strict action would have been taken, including bulldozer demolition of his house and quick closure of the case. The statement has now triggered strong reactions across the political spectrum, further intensifying the debate around law, justice and selective action in such cases. Let's listen in to Asaduddin Owaisi.
अगर ट्रस्ट में गलती हो गई, उस ट्रस्ट में एक मुसलमान को तुम मेंबर बना लेते और बाद में जब ये घोटाला सामने आया तुम उस मुसलमान को ले जाकर एनकाउंटर कर देते, बुलडोजर से उसका घर तोड़ देते, केस क्लोज्ड। चंपक तो मजे में है, चंपक अभी पूरे चंपक मजे में है। आप बताइए क्या हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है बताइए आप। किसका घर नहीं तोड़ा जा रहा है? जिनको गिरफ्तार किया गया उनको पुलिस कस्टडी भी नहीं ली जाती। अब शायद आज के बाद, मेरे बोलने के बाद शायद कल पुलिस कस्टडी ले ले। बताओ आज क्या हो रहा है उत्तर प्रदेश में।
Let me go straight across to Mohit Bhatt, who is joining us on the broadcast. Mohit, at all points of time, we need to remember that there's a very crucial assembly election in 2027 in the state of Uttar Pradesh. And for anyone to expect that politicians will not play politics over what has happened at the Ram Mandir is living in La La Land. And that is exactly what is happening.
Well, in fact, the politics surely will be played on this particular issue, and we know for a fact that how the AIMIM has stakes in UP. We still don't know that whether they will go with the Samajwadi Party or the Congress Party's alliance, or whether they will go solo. But then they also believe that they can hamper the vote bank of the BJP over here, and they can also hamper the vote bank of the Samajwadi Party and the Congress Party, which is the Muslim vote bank over here. And perhaps that is why we see statement coming in from Asaduddin Owaisi, Akhilesh Yadav, and you see Akhilesh Yadav, in fact, he's not speaking much about the trust issue or what is happening. He's attacking Yogi Adityanath and the BJP by saying that how exactly under the watch of the BJP, RSS and the VHP, this kind of scam has taken place, and he's attacking the party. He's saying that this is the real face of the BJP. They have come to power in the name of Ram, but the embezzlement of funds has taken place under their watch. So the massive politics is being played on this particular issue, Amita, and surely in run-up to the elections, this particular issue would be raised by the opposition parties, and perhaps that is why the BJP, the Sangh Parivar, is wary of this particular fact, and hence it was decided that Champat Rai, Anil Mishra should tender their resignation, the SIT should be formed, and the UP government has been saying this, that as soon as they got to know about this embezzlement of funds, the scam over here, they have formed the SIT, they have arrested 8 accused. But the question, Amita, over here is that these are small fishes. How exactly a scam of this magnitude was happening for past many days, but nobody paid heed to it, and perhaps there is a larger nexus, larger conspiracy behind this, and that is why the police over here, the SIT would be looking to question more and more people, and they want to unearth the whole nexus over here, that who exactly were behind, and the amount that has been recovered is a very small amount according to the sources. It has been going on for a long time, and there are more people who are behind this. But yes, if we talk about politics, this issue has been politicized. The opposition parties are cornering BJP, saying that they came in the name of Ram to the power, but they are the ones under whose watch scam of such magnitude has happened.
We leave it there for the moment. Thank you, Mohit Bhatt, for joining us on the broadcast. Meanwhile, new CCTV has emerged in the Ram temple donation theft. According to sources, the SIT has turned its focus now to the CCTV control room with its in charge Arjun Dev under scrutiny. Sources say that Arjun Dev has already been transferred and removed from his post as the investigation gathers pace. The SIT's preliminary findings are also said to have flagged possible official involvement, with sources claiming that Arjun Dev allegedly acted beyond the scope of his responsibilities. He's also described as a close aide of Champat Rai. Meanwhile, politics continues to escalate. Uttar Pradesh Congress chief Ajay Rai has alleged that he and other Congress leaders were placed under house arrest and later detained by the police while attempting to visit the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. He's claiming that the delegation was headed to offer prayers and seek answers over the alleged mismanagement of temple donations, but was stopped before reaching Ayodhya. The Congress has accused the Yogi Adityanath government of curbing its leader's visit, insisting that the party will continue to demand accountability. Listen in.
आज हम सब लोगों को भगवान श्री राम के दर्शन अयोध्या में करने थे। उसके लिए हम लोगों ने एक अपना प्रतिनिधि मंडल बनाया था, जो मेरे नेतृत्व में भगवान से चल के प्रार्थना करेगा, दर्शन करेगा और चल के जो ये चढ़ावा चोरी, जो चंदा चोरी, जो जमीन घोटाला, ये सब करके भगवान राम के इस पवित्र स्थान को जो बदनाम करने का काम आरजेएस और बीजेपी ने किया है। हम लोगों को कल रात से ही हमारे साथियों को हमें हाउस अरेस्ट किया गया होटल में और फिर रात को पुलिस वहां पहुंचकर लगभग 11:30 बजे हमें वहां से जबरदस्ती गिरफ्तार करके आचार्य नरेंद्र देव कृषि विश्वविद्यालय के गेस्ट हाउस में लाके रखा गया है और पूरी तरीके से प्रताड़ित किया जा रहा है और दर्शन करने से रोका जा रहा है।
कांग्रेस प्रदेश अध्यक्ष अजय राय जी की धर्मपत्नी आज हमारे पति चंदा चोरी मुद्दे को उठाने के लिए अयोध्या गए हुए हैं और कल उनको जनप्रतिनिधियों के साथ दर्शन करना था, लेकिन आज ही अयोध्या के होटल में रुके थे, वहां उनको गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है और उनको कहाँ लेके गया गया है ये परिवार वालों को नहीं बताया गया है। हम लोग बहुत परेशान हैं, इस सरकार से उनकी जान को खतरा है।
जो लोग जो है वो राम मंदिर को लेकर के जो है वो अभी तक विरोध करते रहे, उसके राम जन्मभूमि पर श्री राम जन्मभूमि पर जो है वो राम जी का जन्म हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, उसका जो है वो गुड़ा भाग करते रहे, उसके जो है वो सबूत और सवाल बताते और पूछते रहे। वो आज इस पे चिंता कर रहा है, मुझे उस पे आश्चर्य हो रहा है। उसमें ये भी लग रहा है कि उनकी जो है वो इस धूर्ततापूर्ण धुन जो है वो उनको धूल दूषित करेगी।
ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा was whose slogan? Mr. Modi's slogan. Maybe he was right. सिर्फ राम से खाऊंगा, राम भक्तों से खाऊंगा। Where are all these RSS bucks, nationalists? देशभक्त लोग कहाँ किस बिल में छुपे हैं अभी?
Let's move on to the other story that is developing this afternoon. After taking over as Tamil Nadu Congress chief, Manikam Tagore has sparked a row. The Congress MP has declared that the party's singular focus now is to install the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, as the Prime Minister of the country in 2029. Listing his priorities for Tamil Nadu, he called for a narrative to be built around whether the electorate wants Rahul Gandhi or Narendra Modi as their PM. Now, Manikam Tagore declared that the next Lok Sabha elections will be a straight contest between Rahul and Modi. Tagore also asserted that Rahul Gandhi is the Congress party's prime ministerial face and said that the party's target is to form the government in 2029. He also said that the party will not stay silent if anyone criticizes their leader. Listen in.
அந்த அரசு மத்திய அரசுல இருக்கிற மோடி அரசு வீட்டுக்கு அனுப்பணும்னா தான் தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு நல்லது வரும். இந்த செய்தியை நம்ம சொல்லணும், இந்த narrative நம்ம கீழ பில்ட் பண்ணணும். நம்மை பொறுத்த மட்டும் இந்த சண்டை 2029க்கான சண்டை ரெண்டு தான். ஒரு பக்கம் மோடி, ஒரு பக்கம் ராகுல் காந்தி. எந்த பக்கத்துல இருக்க அதுதான் கேள்வி. எங்களோட இருக்கியா இல்லங்கறதெல்லாம் வேற காரணம் தான். ராகுல் காந்தியோட இருக்கியா மோடியோட இருக்கியா இதுதான் கேள்வி. யார் தமிழ்நாட்டுல எங்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்கற முடிவு பண்ணிக்க. அண்ணே எச் ராஜாவோட சேர்ந்து மோடியை சப்போர்ட் பண்றியா, பழனிசாமி என்ன மாதிரி பண்ணு, மக்கள் ஓட்டு போடுவாங்கல உனக்கு. அப்புறம் எங்களை பொறுத்த மட்டும் எங்களுடைய முகம் ராகுல் காந்தி. ராகுல் காந்தி தான் பிரதமர் வேட்பாளர். பிரதமர் வேட்பாளர் அவருக்கு வாக்களிக்க வேணும்னா காங்கிரஸ் கட்சிக்கு ஆதரவு தாருங்கள். காங்கிரஸ் கட்சியுடைய தொண்டர்கள் இதை திருப்பி திருப்பி சொல்லணும். இதை மையமா வச்சு தான் 2029 தான் நம்ம டார்கெட்.
As expected, those remarks have triggered a sharp political response from the BJP. The BJP is dismissing the Congress's pitch as nothing more than political daydreaming, arguing that voters have already rejected Rahul Gandhi in 3 successive general elections.
देश में जो कांग्रेस के नेता राहुल बाबा है वो पार्ट टाइम पॉलिटिशियन है और भाजपा का एक कार्यकर्ता फुल टाइम पॉलिटिक्स करता है, जनता की सेवा करता है। मित्रों, जब से यह सरकार 2023 में बनी तब से जिन वादों के साथ ये सरकार आई, इस सरकार को जनता की चिंता नहीं, अपने परिवार और अपने पार्टी के लोगों की चिंता है।
Congress party can well fantasize that Rahul Gandhi should become Prime Minister, but it is ultimately the people of India who decide whom to make Prime Minister. In the last 3 elections, the people of India have decided that Rahul Gandhi cannot be PM. In fact, they have defeated him 99 times. And even after that, if somebody wants to remain in Delulu, then there is no Solulu. A party which has won 5 MLAs, that to the behest of DMK, is now daydreaming. Well, there is no tax on daydreaming, so they can continue.
Let's now focus on Uttar Pradesh, where the party's newly appointed state in charge, Rajendra Pal Gautam, made a strong pitch for a larger role within the India bloc. This is for the Congress party. Mr. Gautam asserting that as a national party, the Congress deserves an equal share in seat sharing, and argued that only the Congress has the strength to defeat the BJP. Didn't go down very well with the Samajwadi Party. Listen in.
समाजवादी पार्टी की तरफ से हमने देखा था, अखिलेश यादव ने खुद ये बयान दिया था कि कांग्रेस जमीनी स्तर पे उतनी मजबूती से काम नहीं कर पा रही है। कल लालजी सुमन जो उनके सांसद है समाजवादी पार्टी के, उनका भी बयान आया कि कांग्रेस के नेताओं को अपनी हद में रहना चाहिए और उससे बाहर जाके इस तरीके की टिप्पणी नहीं करनी चाहिए। जब सीट शेयरिंग की बात को लेकर उनसे पूछा गया था, इन सब मुद्दों को आप कैसे देखते हैं कि अलायंस होने से ठीक पहले इस तरीके की बयानबाजी जो है समाजवादी पार्टी की तरफ से होनी शुरू हो गई?
मुझे कोई जानकारी नहीं है कौन क्या बयान दे रहा है, और मैं किसी के बयान की तरफ देखता भी नहीं हूँ। मैं सकारात्मक सोच वाला व्यक्ति हूँ। इंडिया गठबंधन के जो घटक दल हैं उनका सम्मान करते हुए, और हम बड़ी पार्टी हैं। पहली बात सबको समझ आना चाहिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी राष्ट्रीय पार्टी है, बड़ी पार्टी है। भारत को आज़ाद कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कराया, और अब कांग्रेस पार्टी अपनी वही राष्ट्रीय भूमिका निभाएगी। और हम अपने सहयोगी दलों को एक बात कहते हैं कि जितना सम्मान और हिस्सेदारी आपकी है उतनी हमारी भी है। आप भी बड़ा दिल कीजिए, हम भी बड़ा दिल करेंगे। उत्तर प्रदेश को जीतना पहला लक्ष्य है, तो पहले उत्तर प्रदेश को जीतना है। लोगों को मुक्त कराना इन दरिंदों से, जिन्होंने बुलडोजर चला के पुलिस को भी हत्यारा बना के लोगों को सीधे बिना कोर्ट कचहरी के सीधे हत्या करवा रहे हैं। तो उनसे लड़ना महत्वपूर्ण है। सहयोगी दल मिलजुल के काम करेंगे। छोटे मोटे कुछ लोग होते हैं जो किसी भी बयानों से फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है। हम लोग बड़े दिल के लोग हैं, और बड़े नेता बड़े दिल के होने भी चाहिए, और वो लोग बड़ी सोच रखते हुए काम करेंगे।
तो बड़ी सोच क्या है? ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ सीट्स भी मानी जा सकती है चुनाव में?
पहले कह चुका हूँ, हिस्सेदारी, भागीदारी और सम्मान बराबर का होना चाहिए, और वो बराबर का होगा।
We have defeated in UP. I don't want to make any statement which will spoil the atmosphere. I am a responsible worker of my party, and I would advise them to keep restraint. Otherwise, they'll do only what BJP is looking for. I think both the top leadership sits together as early as possible and work out a formula where India and alliance will emerge more stronger. Being so, I mean, he went to the Ayodhya's gate without permission. All that embarrassment happened. So he will make noise. We should not get disturbed by all these people.
In more news, Ajay Devgan's upcoming film, Chauhan, slated for an October 2027 release, has found itself at the center of a controversy soon after its title announcement and teaser were unveiled. What was meant to introduce the film has instead sparked a political and social debate. National Conference MP Agha Saeed Rahullah has criticized the film's teaser, alleging that it trivializes the pain endured by Kashmiris during years of conflict, particularly the use of tear gas and pellet guns. In a post on X, Mandir has said that Kashmiris know that the human cost of the conflict goes far beyond official statistics, and argued that mainstream cinema has repeatedly failed to portray the region's realities with honesty. Now, the controversy surrounding Chauhan has widened beyond political circles. The Kshatriya Parishad has also objected to the film, accusing it of dragging the Chauhan clan's legacy into present-day communal politics. In a strongly worded statement, the organization said the history of the Chauhan dynasty should not be used to serve contemporary political narratives.
देखिए, पत्थरबाजी और पैलेट गन में बहुत अंतर है। पत्थर से लोगों की जान भी चली गई है,
बैलेट से जान नहीं गई। और बैलेट गन किन पे चलता है? जो कानून को हाथ में लेते हैं। कानून को हाथ में जो नहीं लेगा उस पे नहीं चलता है। लेकिन पत्थरबाजी तो पैसा देके पत्थर फेंकवाए जाते थे।
I think it is very unfortunate the kind of language and the kind of words that have been used in the teaser are offensive. They are offensive to Kashmiris and they are offensive to all those victims of pellets. And I can give you multiple cases where pellets have resulted not only in permanent blindness, but some people have even lost their lives because of pellets. So demeaning this tragedy just for your financial gains, they should immediately take it down. And the producers and those who have researched on this film, I think they need to go back and they need to study what the facts are.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming in. There are massive protests that have erupted in Rawalkot in POK. Thousands of protesters gathering on the streets, chanting slogans of POJK is not part of Pakistan. These protests are near the POK have continued since June 9. Local leaders warning that if Islamabad keeps blocking food supplies, people may turn towards India. And Pakistan could end up pleading with POJK to actually stay back. Let me go straight across to Ankit Bhatt, who is joining us on the broadcast. Ankit, any more details?
Yes, this is the big statement by the Joint Action Awami Committee leader Aman Khan, who has clearly said that if Pakistan will block our essential services, then we may turn towards India. This clearly shows that how people of Pakistan occupied Kashmir are frustrated with Pakistani government, Pakistan occupied Kashmir government and the Pakistani army. We have seen from last 25 days how the Pakistani army and the Rangers have blocked the essential services in different parts of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. The more than 200 trucks are on roads. They are not allowed to enter into the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. But this is the big statement which is being given by the local leader at the Rawalkot, where they are clearly saying that if they did not fulfill their demands, they may turn towards India. So this is the major setback for the Pakistan.
In fact, the protests have gathered momentum after Pakistani authorities allegedly imposed a 2-week blockade on essential food supplies and rations, triggering widespread public anger. And that is something that the Pakistani establishment should have expected. We'll leave it there for the moment, Ankit. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Pakistan has once again escalated its rhetoric against India, with Climate Change Minister Mudassir Malik issuing a provocative warning over the Indus water dispute. Now, the remarks coming amidst heightened tensions after India placed the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance following the Pahalgam terror attack. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a quick break. There's more news and updates right here. Do stay with us.